exercise and diet was really easy to apply to, professional and personal matters.
Andy Olley joining us today. He's just finished in the 12-week program with us. By all accounts, no bias, we've got some amazing results, looking awesome. So Andy's kindly taking 20-30 minutes out of his day to jump on, share his insights as to how it was going through the program, what he's achieved, big takeaways, any sort of key insights that you guys can learn from, and generally just a bit of a chat and celebrate his success. So Andy, over to you. Would you mind introducing yourself? Who are you, and what you do? What are the scores?
Good question. I'm Andy Olley. I run a PR agency. Been doing it for quite a while. Hence, I've got a few grey hairs. It's been the time's flown by with Luke, really. I mean, I didn't come to this process from a situation of particularly deep and dark, desperate times. I think they're sort of being cooped up in a ground floor flat, like lots of people have been, and probably eating, drinking a bit too much and watching telly a bit too much, to just sort of jig my brain a bit as to whether there could be a bit of a reboot. I didn't feel as fit as I could be. I was thinking, well, hang on, I don't think I'm eating that badly. I'm doing lots of exercise. Why am I not as fit as I could be, or at least a bit fitter?
Yeah.
So that's where it started, really.
If there was anything specific, what was the catalyst for you thinking, right, I want to do something about this? What was the made you want to sort of say, right, I need to make a change?
From building a business, from being very lucky to be in a relationship with an amazing lady, but thinking, right, we're 8 years in now. How do we sort of keep it going, make it better? And then just thinking about, friends and family and keeping in contact, family getting older, Nan's not well, and what mum and dad are up to, all those sorts of, you just do a sort of analysis of all the things that either make you happy, you want to keep that going. I think it certainly became a case of what more could I do? And you think of, and it was, what's been so good about this is it's been marginal gains. It hasn't been extreme, oh my God, don't eat anything, don't even drink anything. Do you know what I mean? We've gone through things in a way that's been palatable each week. Just give me a bit of a shot of the arm in terms of how I approach things daily. And it's anything, you're touching on stuff like looking at your phone less, making lists a bit more, thinking ahead a bit more, as opposed to just that day to day, well, I'm doing all right, things aren't bad. It was just, how can you just add a little bit more on without going crazy, and then you start to really see the results from it.
What else do you think, like from a results perspective, are you really proud of that you've achieved?
I think it's just probably be a bit more honest with myself about things I need to address to just make things a bit better and to be a bit happier, really. It's all the sort of stuff that you just hope will work itself out, but you just think it's in the background. The work's all right, I've got somewhere to live, I can't really complain, touch wood, didn't get ill, no one I knew got ill. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't actually just actively think, well, what could I do to improve things more? At the beginning of each week, we had an hour's chat. We picked apart what we wanted to do for that week. You set perhaps a bit of homework, if you like, but it was very much like, right, you've got a week to go away and achieve it. But having that check-in was good because it does keep you, it's training of sorts, isn't it? You always do better if someone just pokes you a bit and says, have you done it in the right way?
A couple of things. What are your key takeaways from the process that you've taken from doing it? And then layered on top of that is, what would you say, if anything, was the most surprising thing that you did, or the thing that you were most surprised about?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key takeaways, as I say, it was a practical plan that you could actually incorporate into your life. It's only there if you choose to take the time to look at particular aspects, analyze it in a way, and discuss it. And as I say, personally, it was something of the things that were there that I was just not addressing. And you think, well, hang on, if I wasn't, maybe that's why I'm not so happy about where we are with various things. I think the most surprising bit was that I thought, oh, this is just going to be, at the end of it, it'll just be like a weight loss plan. You know what I mean? And actually, the surprising thing was the fitness thing was almost in the background in a way. But the mindset to apply to just tweaking various things about exercise and diet was really easy to apply to, you know, professional and personal matters without going into too much detail. As I say, if I was going to recommend it to someone, I'd say it's you're open to having a conversation to begin with, so you're not like, you know, locked in on this set plan.
Yeah.
Just have a chat and just say, well, okay, well, you know, what do you think you could be better at? And think, oh, right, okay, and then there's the steps that you take. And as I say, I think 3 months is a good, you know, doesn't feel too long, doesn't feel too short.
Okay, well, mate, thank you very much for your time. As I said, it's been a pleasure working with you. And
Yeah,
if someone was sitting on the fence, they were thinking, oh, I'm intrigued, but I'm not sure about working with me or going through the process, like what would you say to them?
You've only got to have a chat and say, well, what do you think we could do? And you're, you know, around to do that. So I'd just have a quick chat on a quick video call and just, you know, thresh it out a bit. And then we discussed a few areas. Actually, we moved quite quickly, didn't we? But yeah. I think at the same time, you could, all right, okay, let me have a ponder about it. That's the easiest way. Just, you know, don't just go by the pictures of someone else. Just have a chat and outline what you want to try and achieve, really. And that's male or female, I would say as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Andy. On that, as a big endorsement, I'll take that. Thank you. So yeah, thanks again for your time. Really appreciate it. Hopefully for anyone who's watching, there's been some good insights. If anyone who's watching is interested in having a chat about how I can help with the program that we run, drop a note in the comments or give me a nudge in Messenger. Other than that, have a fabulous week. Andy, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Take care.